Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. This year I've been doing a run through of the Star Trek movies because I've never seen them. I've seen a fair few now. I've seen 8 of them, the 6 originals, plus the recent 2 of the Next Generation. And I've enjoyed, in terms of the recent ones, I've enjoyed, I say recent, they came out years ago, but I mean in terms of like how I'm watching it, the last 2 that I watched, I had fun with. And the original 6, you know, I liked at least half of them. There's some good cinema in these films, and now I'm watching Star Trek Insurrection. So it says, when the crew of the Enterprise learn of a Federation conspiracy against the inhabitants of a unique planet, Captain Picard begins an open rebellion. Well, that sounds fun. Let me watch this. I'm guessing I'm watching this other planet at the moment. That's what it seems like, because I'm watching people working in like a crop farm. And it just looks nothing like Star Trek, so I'm just trying to piece things together. And maybe this is just the planet with other peoples on it, I don't know. Also, recently I had to leave my job because they announced in March they were announcing that they were shutting down the entire branch. So over 500 staff members with jobs at risk. I would like to think that most of us I'd like to think all of us got new jobs, but I'm aware some didn't. But I think most of us managed to get something. I got something straight after it shut down. So they said in March the shutdown date is July 20th. Workers tried to fight against it, didn't work. So it shut down on Saturday. My last day was Friday. And today, Monday the 22nd, was the 23rd now, because it's night time. It's past midnight. But I started a new job. So I had a new job lined up straight away. Had 2 days off and went to the next job. So it's I feel more relaxed that I got a bit of job security. I still got to pass the probationary period, which is a few months. But for now, I'm so much more relaxed compared to how stressed I was previously. But watching Star Trek is one of the things that have been one of the positives this year for sure. And I look forward to watching this, especially with a more relaxed mind of the fact that I've got security of a job now. Bro, I'm not sure about the CGI with Data. When you just see his head and his head's floating, I'm not a fan of that CGI. The effects have been very good in this movie series. I've not seen a single problem in any of the films so far. But this particular scene I'm seeing, okay, he's back to normal now, but that reminded me of, you know, the I don't know, maybe some of you haven't seen it, but Thor 4, Thor Love and Thunder, you saw the floating heads of I think it was the kids. That looked awful. This reminded me of that. Obviously this came out many years ago though, so obviously it's much worse on Marvel, but still, I looked at that and I just thought, I get what they're trying to do, but it doesn't look that great. But that's just a comment on the effects and not on the actual story. Data has basically gone rogue. You could say he's lost data. No. I was trying to be funny. Not funny at all. But yeah, the orders are to kill Data. But Captain Picard is like, we're trying to find ways to neutralize him or whatever. I can't remember what he said. But they said no, we have to eliminate him, we have to send a team. And Picard said, he is my crew member, he is my friend, let me kill him. And from that moment I knew, obviously, as you would expect in a typical movie trope like that, he's not actually going to kill him, but he's still got to be fixed and neutralized. So I'm intrigued about it. So based on what I've seen so far about these people on this planet, right? These people seem to live in peace. They reject technology. They're capable of technology, capable of producing it, of using it. They can explore space. They can warp drive, which is what they've said. They are people that have the knowledge for technology, but they choose not to use it because they believe that giving a machine a man's job takes away from the man. That's almost the exact quote. And I was just like, okay, that's quite interesting. So they believe in being old-fashioned, but not too old-fashioned. They just don't want to they just reject technological advances. But it also seems like they live in a place that, like, where you can prosper. It's like a peaceful place that's about non-violence, a place where people can just live in harmony. And I'm guessing I was gonna say the Empire because I'm thinking Star Wars, but the Federation, the Federation, for some reason wants this planet, and I assume it's something to do with the people living there and like how peaceful they're living there. There's like something natural to it, I guess. That's what I'm guessing at the moment. But based on the information I got, they want this planet, but they don't want the people on that planet. They want, for some reason, they want it to themselves. So, and well, that goes against the directive that Picard and his team follow in the Enterprise. So, it makes sense why they would eventually defect, which they're about to do. I was almost there. Well, it didn't take that much longer for me to find out, but yeah. What I didn't get was that people here in this planet, they live long lives, like really long lives. There's this woman there. She's one of the leaders, and she's essentially like, she's hundreds of years old. She's very old, but she still looks like she's in her 30s. People that live there, they stay youthful, they prosper. It doesn't affect them and their kids as well. There's a kid that's there, and he's just 12. But when he grows up, it will affect him to the point where, I think it's to do with radiation or something. They don't really age body-wise. They just age in terms of like how old they've been alive, how long they've been alive. So that's an interesting concept. So the Federation wants their hands on this sort of thing. I guess they want longer lives, and it seems like, or at least it looks like, and it probably is, they corrupted data to attack. They corrupted data to attack to make it look like it was Data's fault, and then tried to assassinate Data or get, Picard to do it. So to cover their tracks, I guess. So that's interesting. It is a pretty huge conspiracy. I do like this direction. Obviously, when I've seen so many Star Trek movies now, they got to find new ways to like take new directions to keep it fresh, to keep it going. They've done something here. They may have gone over the top with the amount of things they do, but they have done something here. Fair enough. I like where they're going. It's quite an elaborate plan from the Federation, but I like it. And I'm interested to see how Picard manages to stop them, because he's going up against the ones that give him orders. We'll see how this all goes down. The plot thickens. First of all, I love Picard, some of the scenes he has. How many people does it take to make it wrong, Admiral? 600? Because they're gonna displace 600 people, and it's just like, it's only 600 people, and Picard replies to him, is just like, how many is it to make it wrong? 1,000, 50,000? That was a good scene. But yeah, you get this whole scene of Picard and the crew trying to defend the planet, defend those people from being displaced. But they're outnumbered, outgunned, and eventually you get this twist. So there's these people, and their faces are stretched. I didn't actually realize it. I don't mean the facing being stretched things, but I didn't actually clock that they were actually from this planet. So it turns out they're from this planet. They were expelled from this planet. They tried to like stage something. The plan didn't work. They were expelled from the planet, and that would partly explain why their faces are stretched out so much and why they look so much older. But this is basically a blood feud. They were kind of using the Federation to take their land back from the people that expelled them. The children have returned to try and take back their home, and it's not that like the children are innocent. They did some wrong things to get expelled, but regardless, they're there for revenge, and the Federation managed to find itself amongst this blood feud. So I've not explained it the best, but if you've seen it, you know what I mean. And if you haven't seen it, well, watch the Star Trek movies and you see what I mean. But most of you will get what I'm talking about. I was just like, oh damn, I didn't see that one coming. I saw it coming about the Federation wanting the land, about helping people you know, trying to access that radiation and that sort of power to not age. It's a very useful thing. I thought like I could see that coming, but I didn't see that twist coming. But I kind of should have known because it was right in my face the entire movie, and they even said like ages before I even saw that scene, two of them said to each other, "Don't forget what they took from us." Like it was right in my face the whole time. I didn't realize until that scene revealing everything. But now it makes so much sense, bro. At one point I got like a whiff of Star Wars. I don't know if whiff's the right word, but I got like that was like it looked like a call to Star Wars. So I know it's like they're kind of rival franchises in a way, but there's a scene where the villain has a crazy age stretched face, a bit like the Sith. There's a scene where Picard shoots what did he shoot? I can't remember what he shot, but the point is he shot to destroy the ship. And then the villain falls back, he shouts, "No!" And then he hangs off, and there's like a big opening, and he's about to fall right through it, right to the bottom, and he's just hanging on to the ship. That looks so much like the Sith hanging on when he fell to his... Well, he didn't die because we found out he's alive, but we don't count the sequels anyway. So the way he died in Return of the Jedi, I feel like I got a callback to that from one particular scene, although the guy didn't fall in this one, just the ship got destroyed completely. But I was just like, deja vu. Anyway, I think it's almost over. The climax was good, because at one point I thought the climax was like just them defending the planet from the Federation. Then you got this big twist, and there was even more to it. It was crazy. They put a lot in this. Maybe went a bit over the top, but it was fun. It was good fun, enjoyable, a nice complex story, and a lot of chaos. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I liked the different twists and turns they did. Some I saw coming, some I didn't see coming, but it was an interesting plot. And for this to be the 9th Star Wars film, they did a good job of bringing something new to the table, while also keeping the same characters we've seen in the past 2 films. So yeah, it's been great, and it's a great way to continue from Captain Kirk and his crew, because that was the OG crew, still the best crew out of the 2 I've seen. But Patrick Stewart's great as Picard, and Data's really funny, and the rest of the crew are cool as well. It may not be as iconic as Kirk and Spock, but it is still a pretty good crew, and it's a great way. I love the way how I really like more and more how they did the Kirk Picard crossover at the start of the new generation, because it was a good way to continue it and pass the torch. And since then I think this new cast did really well with the films afterwards. So yeah, I've had a good time watching this, and this for me is the best one of the 4 movie span of this generation. Although I've not seen the 4th one yet, I'm still watching that next. But out of the 3 I've seen recently, this for me is the best one out of those. I think the best ones still come from the original 6 movies, but yeah, I really enjoyed this, and it's been solid, it's been consistent, and I'm really looking forward to the last one of this era, because after this is the 2009 one, right? So yeah, it's a big jump. It is a 1998, and then 2002 is the next one. Oh, it's just over. But yeah, as I said last week, they put a lot of movies out in quick succession, from the first 6 to these 4. I'm looking forward to watching the 4th one of this part next week. And we're going to take a bit of a break, because I'm going to do something else with Movie Monday. But we'll be back to watch the last 3, the ones with Chris Pine. So yeah, we'll see how good those are, because I feel like those ones kind of stopped. Like they did them, and then they teased the sequel and it never happened. But obviously I've never seen them anyway, so there's talk of a sequel though. Maybe it's good I'm watching them now. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Rating, by the way, sorry, 9 out of 10 for this. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever